the Hall of Fame or anything. I'm just doing it because it's fun, and we all have our jobs, we all have our lives to live, and if we can put something beautiful, something good into it, all the better. We got enough problems already, and yeah, it's just one way of getting rid of your problem. None of us are saints, no one's insane, and everyone's equally good. It's just that we're much better. We can see, we have this vision. We can feel what other players are going to do. And you're going to have to outsmart us. Don't beat the wall with your head. Don't think it's just 1 or 0, computer language. You got to think. You got to adapt. You got to outthink us. And yeah, good luck with that.
Alright, 2 elephants have been bribed already.
That was a huge move there by Immaculate, but he gets the cap stack and, kills a heap of units.
This is the kind of fight that I was expecting at this level.
Lots of bribes going down right now, but the scouts going crazy.
Perfect timing. That's the perfect time. These guys are going to take the Lakota city. Look at that. Oh my god, Sims just lost his capital. I cannot believe it. Alright, yeah, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? What's happening here? It's a triple. They are going to triple Dragonio. Dragonio has no clue. Dragonio's capital is going down, no doubt about it. Kron has got all his militia right there.
I'm a huge fan of Young One.
Young One came with 3 spies. That's enough to change the flow of the game.
Would you say EL is more of a democracy or dictatorship?
It's either I play or don't play. I've been playing pretty good lately, so watch out there.
Oh my god, just look at Zen Mechanics today. He just went for Science 5. Oh, and TNT just decided, F my city, I'm gonna help them. This is a slap on the face for anybody who said the game was over. That was the best comeback ever in the history of Rise of Nations.
It was neck and neck, man. It could have went either way. Honestly, it was really close.
What's up, guys? It's Cron here, your boy, and with me is Dave, Oscar, and Old Dirty, and we are bringing you the Nomadium 2 final round of 8 live draw right to your bedroom or your office, wherever you are around the world in these trying times. You need some Rise of Nations in your life. Before we keep going, I'm going to hand it over to my co-hosts here tonight. Would you guys like to say a quick hello to everyone who's watching right now?
Yo.
So starting with Old Dirty, do you want to go first?
Yes, hello. I'm here. Welcome.
What's the time in Uzbekistan right now?
I'm in Azerbaijan. It's 4:40 p.m.
4:40. Okay, and how about you, Dave?
It's 14:40.
That's 2:40
in the afternoon.
And Oscar, aka Connor McDavid, for those who don't know.
Yeah, same time as Dave.
Yeah, very good. And right here in Australia, it is a magnificent 10:41 p.m. So we're coming across from all across the world. I can already see a big shout out in the chat to everyone who's tuned in so far. We've already got 12 people, but guys, spread the hype. Make sure you copy the link to everyone in your Steam account right now, because this is definitely the most hyped up event of the tournament at this point. We're getting to the business end now. Obviously, all the qualifiers are done and we're down to the pointy end. I can see that we've got Immaculate in the chat. We've got Brandon, Salman Khan, Sheshu, Prolays, Lionel Messi's here. So we've got a special guest, Lionel Messi, aka Flames. So guys, hello to everyone. I'll just quickly bring up. So the way we're gonna structure this show is, first of all, we're gonna touch on the donations. Secondly, we're gonna talk about spoilers. Finally, we're gonna get into the juicy part, which is drawing the actual teams. And then finally, we'll draw the map pool as well, so that we can see exactly what 5 maps are going to be coming up in this round of 8. So I'll just quickly bring up the window right now. So guys, first of all, I wanted to ask Old Dirty a question. Old Dirty,
yeah.
What do you think about the power of crowdfunding when it comes to donation tools?
Say that again.
What do you think about the power of people crowdfunding in this day and age for prize pools? How important is it?
No, crowdfunding's good. It's efficient. It's an effective tool to raise money, no doubt about it. It's good. Crypto's good also. If you guys are into that.
Crypto is also good. I lost a lot of money with crypto, so I don't want to talk about it too much.
Well, that's because you're a noob, so you should know better.
Wow. And so, guys, before we get into it, I did want to call out a big acknowledgement to all the donors so far who have made this happen. And because we're getting to that really exciting part of the tournament now, it's more important now than ever to reach deep into your pockets. I know it's probably insensitive for me to ask this, given we've got trying times, people struggling with their jobs, but if it was going to be $10, make it $5. If it was going to be $5, make it $1. Come on, guys. Anything helps. Spread a little bit of joy. So quickly, if we look at the donors here, we've got 19 donors so far. We've got Boo was right for $20. Not sure who that was, but that's a sick joke. Street Fighter 2 40, Prolays for 58. That's very generous. Thank you, Prolays. Manavanan Maramuthu, I believe that's Drads. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Moving Pictures, Liba, Ruchi, TNO, Jatten, David Kiss, Marvelous, Hey on Dirty, can you mute your mic for a sec? There's a bit of background noise, sorry. Thank you. We'll bring you back in shortly. And then we've got Nomada and Boss Glam Predator. Oscar Olafsson, the one and only, right on the screen right now. Thank you, sir, for your kind donation.
No problem.
And if I've missed anyone, then I sincerely apologize. But everyone on the screen right now, thank you guys so much for your donations. But look, if we look at the total goal, we came into this hoping we could get maybe $1,000 Australian prize pool. We're currently at 561. So if you are watching this, if you're enjoying the content, if you could just take a second now to quickly open up that link that you can see in the video description right now and just donate a, whatever you feel like is appropriate for the entertainment you get out of this. 100% of the proceeds going back to the players. So please, guys, appreciate any donations coming our way. Moving right along, I just also wanted to flag, guys, that with getting to the round of 8 now, as a casting team and as a production team putting this together, we really are passionate about the game, but it's much more exciting for us to cast and tell the story of the game if we don't know the result of who's actually won it. And so part of that is keeping the results of your game spoiler free. And there's a few ways you can accidentally spoil games without meaning to. So for example, if you won an exciting Nomadium game, probably your first instinct is to message Jatten and say, hey Jat, I just won my game, man. Can you cast it like tomorrow? And just by doing that, he already knows that you've won. And it's not as exciting for him to cast, not as exciting for us to cast. So please, guys, try and strictly follow that, quarantine, if you will, on not spoiling the results of the game. And you can simply do that by just having a designated person agree to send the replays before the game starts, so that win or lose, the same person sends the replays. Send 5 replays instead of 3 or 4, because we need to make sure that there's 2 dummy replays in there in case it's a 3-0 or a 4-0. And then, just don't be a dick about it, I guess.
Keep in mind that you don't have to actually reveal the result to reveal the result. You can reveal the result unintentionally as well. So just send the replay to the email and nothing else. That's it.
Yeah, exactly right. Oscar, did you have anything you wanted to add to that, as far as any tips on how to correctly send the replays?
Give the correct info is a good start, maybe, and send it to the correct email.
We'll
I don't know. It should be pretty easy. Just send it away.
Yeah, we will. Actually, I just saw in the chat that Hockey Star actually just said one thing you can do is, if you have game 4 and 5, try not to show the map in the lobby. I'm not sure how feasible that's going to be, but
that's true.
Yeah, anything you can do to try and maybe actually don't even show the map until you start the game, just beforehand. Small things like that. But most of all, honestly, I think it's just don't talk to your clan mates about the result until it's broadcast. I mean, just everyone can keep a secret until the game gets cast. It's a lot more exciting for everyone. So that's probably the biggest thing, guys, is just try not to spoil. And so without any further ado, that's really the two main points we needed to cover off before we get stuck into the main event, which is the draw. And let's just have a quick look at how we got to where we are today. So as you can see on the screen right now, we've got the brackets here in the Super 16. PN5 were successful in winning their 2 games. They went through as the top of the group for their team, followed by Lat Raiders, who came through the lower bracket to claim their spot as second place. Then in Group 2, we've got EL as number 1, with PLA Pandas coming the number 2 seed. Bracket 3, we've got PLA Art of War. That was a really classic match where they, a bit of an upset against Tough Alpha there, and Tough Alpha coming in as the second seed in that group. And then finally in Group 4, we've got we've got AZ Dragons, who have beaten Lat and claimed their spot as the first seed. And this is probably the only asterisk here, is that we actually don't know the result of this final game yet between Lat Fusion and AS, because that hasn't been played. It's expected to be played on Saturday. I talked to our production manager, Jatin, about this, and he's a very impatient man, and he really wanted to see the draws done ASAP. So the way we're going to work that is we're just going to assign a spot for both AS or Lat, whoever is victorious, and if those guys can play their games as soon as possible, obviously we'd appreciate that, so that we're not holding up the rest of the tournament. So guys, before we get into the draws, I just wanted to get your thoughts, starting with, say, Old Dirty. Who do you think is the strongest team here?
Oh, it's Surgeon Mouse, no doubt about it.
Surgeon Mouse. There we go.
That was a quick answer, man.
We've got the. You didn't hesitate for a second there. What about you, Oscar? What's your? So Tough Alpha is Old Dirty's pick here. Who are you impressed by so far?
I'm really impressed by no team yet.
No team.
Because I think EL is the strongest team, but they haven't played against any strong teams yet. Well, correct me, but Pandas was kind of, they are strong, but not that strong. So I think it's hard to say before the quarterfinals who's the strongest team. So this will be very interesting, I think. But my bet is that EL will defend the title.
Yep. So EL, there we go. How does that make you feel, Dave?
I'm glad to know there are supporters of our team, of course. I would have expected AZ Hunters to carry the tournament, but they were very generous to give the win to Tough in the end. So
yeah, it was definitely pure philanthropy there by AZ Hunters, I must say. And Dave, as far as the other teams, just from your perspective, who's kind of surprised you, I guess, in the way they've played this tournament so far?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I think you're Lat.
They kept coming back and coming back. Yep, that was definitely one surprise for me. But anyway, Tough Alpha's performance was not up to what they could do, I feel like. And also, Lat Fusion was also a bit underwhelming for me.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, a lot of people expected perhaps higher things from both of those teams, but I guess the reality is, well, Lat Fusion haven't quite qualified yet for the round of 8, but if they do defeat AS, which they're probably the average person on the street is going to say they're the favourite for that match, then yeah, they've still got another chance to prove themselves in the round of 8. So, and it is going to be a best of 5. So just so everyone's aware, actually, might do a quick poll of the audience right now in the chat too. Guys, we haven't actually completely decided yet as to what the semi-finals will be. So the quarterfinals will be best of 5, but the semi-finals will be probably either a best of 5 or a best of 7. But there's pros and cons to doing either of them, and so we'll probably finalize this over the next week or so. Can I just quickly get your thoughts on the panel right now? Maybe starting with you, Oscar. What you would like to see?
what I would like to see. Wait, I didn't hear you. Tell me the question again.
So for the semi-finals, would you rather see a best of 5 or a best of 7?
I would rather see a
Best of 7. Best of 7. Best of 7.
Yeah, best of 7. But the problem is it can be hard to get it to work because of the time zones and stuff like that. Because 7 games in one day is kind of hard to do. But I would like to watch a best of 7, of course.
Okay, and how about you, Dave? Just to round us off, if you had to choose between the two.
Honestly, cannot decide. Like you said, both of those options have their pros and cons. Best of 7 is harder to play in one go and to cast in one go as well, so that might split the viewership as well. I don't know, actually. I'm very conflicted about this, but best of 7 is manageable, I would say.
Yeah, I think part of my thoughts is best of 7 from a viewer. Like, I'd love to see the teams battle it out over 7 games. As a caster, it's exhausting to try and do that in one go. But maybe if it was able to be split up into 2 sessions, maybe a Saturday they could play 3 games, Sunday they could play whatever's left. Could be a way to make it work. So we will continue to discuss. I don't know if we're going to do a best of 11 like Coin is suggesting in the chat. I think Mouse is suggesting a best of 49. Again, probably not feasible, but look, but best of 7 from Prolays gets his vote. We've got Fringe here, aka Mentalist, is saying, guys, we must change the rules. You're not allowed to do despot attacks with workers. Guys, any quick takes on that? Should despot attacks with workers be allowed?
I think they're fine. They can stay.
Yeah, I think that's fine too. I think that's what attrition was for. There's pretty much a counter to everything, so I suspect that's probably not the most controversial thing we'll talk about today. I think there'll be unanimously, yes, worker attacks with despot will be allowed. But okay, guys, so that's a good kind of recap. Is there anything you guys want to add before we start to do the very first draws here?
No, I'm ready.
Nope.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
We're good to go?
I think everyone is ready now.
All right, guys, let's do this. So the way this is going to work, just so everyone who's watching knows how it all works, is there's going to be a wheel here, which has got the 4 teams which top the group. By topping the group, they earn the right to be the top seed in their group and not have to play against another group winner. So you've got EL, PLA Out of War, AZ Dragons, and PN5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin this wheel 4 times, and essentially each time someone gets selected, they'll become the first seed, and then the second seed, the third seed, and the fourth seed, etc., etc. And slowly this bracket will populate.
I have just one question. So
yep.
Just to clarify to the audience as well, can the teams get the opponent from the same group, or is that not allowed in this draw?
Yep, so that's a really good question, and just to clarify that, absolutely not. So you cannot be drawn the same team from your group. So the way that will work is, for example, PN5 played against Lat Raiders in their group, and so the way this will work is when it comes to choosing the second team for each, the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th team, there'll be, basically we'll exclude the possibility that they can be from the same group. So you're guaranteed, it's completely random, but you're guaranteed to not get the same team that you've already had the misfortune of playing against. And that's how they do it in the Champions League, and it's just common sense, I guess, because, I mean, can you imagine it? Like, these guys have come all this way, they lost against the team in the round of 16, and then they place them again in the semis or the quarters. It wouldn't be very fair for them. So yeah, so we will definitely exclude that. So so this initial spin is just to determine who is in the first, second, third, and fourth positions on the bracket. So I think we need to get Old Dirty to maybe count us down here. Can you give us a 3, 2, 1, go?
Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, let's do this.
You're slow. You're slow, Kron. Let's go.
I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best. All right, the first spin has gone through, and the first seed is PLA Out of War. So let's get expert reactions right here. Old Dirty, what do you think? PLA Out of War. I mean, it's still...
Well, if they don't lag, they have a good chance.
Professional opinion right there.
Yeah, PLA and IND are just, flag hell. Flag hell with all those guys.
They didn't lag against us.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, it doesn't really matter what order these get picked. It's just to randomize the top 4. So let's count down. Next spin, 3, 2, 1. So we've got the remaining 3 teams here. The second seed, as far as the groups go, will be PN5.
So potentially a PN5 versus
some more another new clan.
Versus PLA in the semis.
Yeah, so
potentially.
That already means that Art of War can't play against PN5 in the semis, so they're split up, and it means EL can't play against AZ Dragons in the semis either. The way this has worked out so far. So
interesting.
Arguably, that might be a good draw for the Dragons, but depending on if they wanted to play EL or not, which I'm guessing most would probably not choose EL as an opponent. So this final draw here to see who's the third seed, it will be AZ Dragons. So EL really getting screwed over here. No, I'm just kidding. It really makes no difference whether you seed 1 or 4 because it's completely random. But maybe psychologically, it's maybe it's an advantage for the other guys. I'm not sure. So the final team.
Yeah, last in the draw and the last in the games as well. It's gonna be tough, man.
Yeah. So we've got EL as the final. So I've just put in the final teams. We'll refresh the bracket and have a look at how these teams are stacking up so far. We'll save that. All right, let's look at the chat. What's everyone saying? Can you guys read the chat? Can you guys shout out what's the audience saying right now while I update this?
There's a lot of clapping and hyping going on, so that's all we need to know, pretty much.
It's a lot of confusion. No one knows what's going on. They all seem confused.
Said they should be placed in opposite side of the bracket, teams from the same group, and that makes sense, but it's such a small amount of teams and randomizing, I think we can scratch that for now. So it's just going to be random with the one rule that Crown mentioned previously.
Yeah, this is basically... we got 33 people watching right now, so shout out to the entire Ron community. This is like the Super Bowl of Ron right now. I'm sure we'll get more viewers for the grand final, but...
we have 40 players and 33 are here, so it's nice.
40.
So guys, quick take from Old Dirty here. So the way the semi-finals are shaping up, in theory, if the best teams from each group win, it'll be PLA versus EL, and then in the other bracket it'll be PN5 versus AZ Dragons. What do you think? What's your thoughts? Which side is harder?
Who are the players on those teams? I don't even know who they are.
They're not tough, so they don't matter.
So PLA is like Linky, Timeless, I think Cossack,
Angelo.
Then you got EL.
Okay. Who are they playing? EL?
Yeah, possibly in the semis. Possibly in the semis.
Who's on EL? Is it Dave and I don't even know who's on there right now.
Dave,
who's on the roster?
Dave, Boo, Steez, Irush with Dutch, and Coin.
Yeah, I mean, Coin's playing. Yeah, that's good. EL's they're strong, and PLA lags anyways, so they'll probably drop and lose by drop.
Oh man, still dropping some pain on PLA there. And then finally, the bottom bracket here, shaping up anyway, is PN5 versus AZ Dragons. Obviously, Tough Alpha have not been placed yet, so that's going to be the big X factor that everyone's going to be watching for. But Oscar, can I get your take on PN5 and Dragons as a potential semi?
Looks close. Honestly, both teams played very well in the last games. Convincing victories. And Dragons surprised me. They played really well against Lat Fusion. I expected it to be much closer, so it will be a tough battle. But they have to win the quarterfinal first, so They are not there yet.
Yeah, and just to clarify, just to recap, I guess, on what everyone was saying before, remember that teams can't play against the same team they played in their group. So already we know that Tough cannot be drawn here against PLA, at least not in the round of 8. So Tough will play against either EL, PN5, or AZ Dragons, and similarly for all the other groups as well. So yeah, just thinking of that, that means that there's a 66% chance that they'll be in the bottom half of the bracket, and a 33% chance they'll be up against EL in the quarterfinal, which would be pretty incredible. That would definitely be an early time for them to face off against each other, but we'll wait and see. So anything else you guys wanted to add before we draw the remaining 4 teams?
No, we're good to go.
Silence is golden. All right, well, we probably need a bit of a countdown from the chat here. If anyone in the chat wants to do a 3, 2, 1 before we spin the wheel, because basically the next seed will play against EL here, seed number 5. So, Dave, you're looking a bit nervous there, but this is the big one right now. We've got Tough Alpha.
Who's the
Sorry?
Yeah, no, it was nothing.
You can see some
I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited to see who's gonna drop, so I can put in the show.
Few comments flew in from the chat.
Yeah, you can see
the
intelligence of the Ron community is shown in full force right here. Obviously, people unable to count to 3 or count down from 3, but that's all good. All right, guys. I know. We don't want to hold it any longer, so let's do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. To face EL in the round of 8, the team will be Lat Raiders. Wow. Initial takes, Dave. Initial takes. It was really close to being AS or Lat, and then it just flicked across to Lat Raiders there.
Yes. I wouldn't be that nervous against either of these teams, but Lat Raiders showed some surprisingly nice gameplay in the group stage. I actually didn't expect them to qualify to the round of 8 at all. So I won't be underestimating them for sure.
So Lat Raiders are officially in that slot now, and just to confirm, Lat Raiders definitely were not in your group, so therefore they were eligible to be placed there, and we will now remove them from the list. So now remaining teams we have are Tough Alpha, PLA Pandas, and Lat/AS. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else to touch on before we spin this. This will be for seed number 6. So the team that is spun here, I guess, will be the team that plays against AZ Dragons. Unless, of course, it's Lat/AS, in which case they're not eligible. So if it's Lat/AS, we'll spin it again. Otherwise, it'll be either Tough Alpha or PLA Pandas. All right, guys. Old Dirty, can you count us down again?
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's do it. And it will be the PLA Pandas will play against AZ Dragons as the next seed. Dave, what do you guys think? PLA Pandas versus AZ Dragons. Is that going to be a good match?
I think the AC Dragons will win pretty fast. Maybe 3-1 score. I believe so. I think it will be easy for the Dragons. It's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm biased, so I'm going to stay out of this.
Who's on Dragons? Is that Demon King's team?
No,
on Dragons?
No, it's Young One, Immaculate, Mentalist, I think.
Yep.
And Leonidas.
Yeah, it's Immaculate, Young One, and Fringe, aka Mentalist.
Well, yeah, Emma and Young one alone, those guys are, they're pretty damn good. So.
Well, now we know the rest of the games as well.
Yeah, I mean, have you done the maths here? Does that mean that we cannot draw the remaining? Because we've got the next draw would be seed number 7, which would be the team that plays PN5. There's only 2 options here though. It can be either Tough Alpha or Lat/AS. Are they both eligible teams to play against PN5? I think they are. So, but PLA.
Man, it was.
Oh, the PLA Out of War. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you're right. So
PLA can't face Tough Alpha, so PN5 will play against Tough.
Wow, that is. Yeah, you're exactly right. And unfortunately, that's just the reality of the way this draw has worked out for. If you're a PN5 fan, unfortunately, if you're a PLA fan, that's great news. It does look like it will be PN5 here versus Tough Alpha in the round of 8. Dave, what's your thoughts?
I think this was inevitable, but one giant will go down in the round of 8. It seems.
Yeah, this is absolutely, and I think this is probably going to be obviously the match to watch. 2 juggernauts going at it, 2 teams which were clearly considered favourites coming into it, and 2 initial top 4 seeds going at it. I need to get the expert opinion of Old Dirty here. Old Dirty, throw us some wisdom.
Yeah, Surgeon Mouse, they sweep. I call the sweep. Surgeon Mouse sweep. 3-0.
Surgeon Mouse 3-0. Wow, that's confidence in. Yeah, look, I think, and why not too? I think, and I'm just having a look to update the draw right now. Why do you think you don't have a lot of confidence in the PN5 guys, or are you just a Surge and Mouse fan right now?
I'm just a realist. I live in reality. That's all. So it's nothing personal. I love all these guys, but the reality is, I mean, they don't have a chance. So.
Wow. Well, if you guys see anything in the chat, feel free to bring it up. I'm just updating the brackets right now so that we can all see exactly how this is going to look. So that seed number 8, obviously we can't fill that yet, but that will be either Lat Fusion or AS Chimera. So if we have a look at the way this bracket's panning out, what do you think? Which side of the bracket looks like it's more stacked, Oscar?
I think the lower bracket is tougher in the quarterfinals, but the semis will be pretty even, I think. But that is because PN5 or Tough B. You put Tough B there in the quarterfinal now, which will be Tough Alpha, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. That was. Yeah, I think
they pulled the Let Euro on us. They came back.
Let Euro.
Yeah, that would be a nice little comeback there for Tough.
We are hungry for revenge against the PLA Art of War. So.
All right, that has now been fixed up. So Tough Alpha is in their rightful position. But yeah, that's going to be PN5 versus Tough Alpha, AZ Dragons versus PLA Pandas, and then it's going to set up to be a nice semi-final too. I think whichever team. Goes through.
Yeah, so. I think the EL and AC Dragons will win comfortable, but the PN5 Tough Alpha will be tough, and I think PLA will have a tough time if they play against the Left Fusion. I think, but Left Fusion played not as good as I expected against the AC Dragons, so.
Oh yeah, if Lat Fusion wins their game, then it's gonna be against first team of PLA, and that's gonna be an interesting matchup for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best of I don't know if this is stereotyping too much, but best of Asia versus best of Latin America, maybe. Bit of a continental battle.
Yeah.
No, it should be good. And where's Azerbaijan's teams here, Elzadi? How come you didn't enter a team?
It's because it's like I said, tough and it's Surge Mouse. They win. There's no point in playing. Good luck, guys.
I'll say. So you didn't enter a team because you just thought it's not worth even doing so because.
It's stacked. It's too stacked. Yeah.
Maybe when we have enough prize pool to give money to everyone, then it will be convincing to join everyone.
I guess, yeah, Old Dirty is a businessman, so yeah, it's got to be a bit of a payoff at the end, or it might not be worthwhile. But the good news for all of us who aren't on the elite tier of these 8 or 9, soon to be 8 excellent teams, is that we can sit back and watch it and criticize them as much as we want without having any of the pressure. Unfortunately, Dave doesn't get to do so. He's still got to slug it out, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Let's just quickly take... guys, is there anyone in the chat who wants to ask a question or bring up a point of conversation, possibly join us on Discord if you wanted to, or Skype? Please speak now, because we'll probably have another 5 minutes or so before we wrap this up. Yeah, call it a draw.
Yeah.
And while we're waiting, do you guys know if there's going to be a Rise of Plebs coming up soon by any chance? Has that been talked about, whether there's going to be a Rise of Plebs organized for, the low and inter players that are just starting out who want to play without all the pressure, like Old Dirty said, playing against the pros like Mouse and Surge?
We haven't talked about that, but it could be a possibility, I guess.
Will be nice. I wanna play.
Yeah. Well, I think.
So I think we should.
And I'm sure we can try and figure it out as a plebs. So we'll wait and see. But anyone who's watching this who's not new to Rise of Nations, Cron and Dave. So we're with Dave and Old Dirty. And
for some reason, Old Dirty disappeared from the stream. Or I don't know what's going on.
I think my screen is kind of fucked.
Is
I
anyone...
think the Australian connection.
Yeah. Anyone can speak Chinese here, because in the chat I can see Wolf Wolf is typing.
I think he says Conor McDavid is the best player he's ever seen.
I can confirm that.
Yeah, that might have been it. Let's see. I'll just quickly copy paste. Love our international fans here. He said Mouse, give a speech. All right, I don't think we've got a choice then. Mouse, if you're watching this right now, you need to come on and do China proud. As the proud Chinaman you are. I know you are watching. Wow. I think, I don't think Mouse was keen to come on, but let's see.
Speech Mouse. I know yours. Yeah, Conor COVID now, yeah. I will change that back, I think.
When this passes.
Just a joke.
Okay, guys, we do still need to draw the maps, which is, must admit, probably a really important thing, which I shouldn't forget. So bear with me.
Sure.
I'll just I'll bring up my notepad file. Can you guys talk about the chat for a second while I just quickly do something in OBS?
Yeah, sure.
No problem.
Thanks, guys.
So what maps would you like to see? Chat. Let us know. Would you like only watering hole in the final? Best of 7 watering hole? How does that sound?
Yeah, that would be nice. Said no one ever.
Yeah, give me copper and I'm in.
Yeah. All right, we got the chat up. Okay, guys, so we're ready to do the map pool now, I believe. So the way the map pool is going to work, and I know there's a lot of haters out there for Mesa and for Watering Hole, and there's a lot of controversy about that, as in, are we going to, quarantine those maps from the pool or anything like that? Short answer is no. Everything is on the table here. Everything, including Watering Hole. Good thing is, best of 5 is you've got plenty of chances to turn it around if you get, a somewhat unlucky spawn. And the way this is going to work is best of 5 in the quarterfinal, and then it'll be probably a best of 7 in the semis. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw all 8 maps in a row. First with the best of 5, and then first 3 maps of semi-finals. So all right, let's spin the wheel. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So the first map here for the best of 5 is going to be on. Oh my god, that was close. It's going to be Great Lakes, guys. Great Lakes.
Ooh. Favorite map.
That is a good map. I like Great Lakes, and you know, as the first map, it's going to be pretty fascinating with the metagame to see what happens. Obviously, they're all elite teams now, so expecting to see a lot of Egypt, but I'm also expecting to see, you know, maybe some alternate strategies too.
Yeah.
Maybe Turks.
I see in chat that ProLace loves Great Lakes here, so I will watch that game with excitement.
Nice warm-up map. Okay. Giving the first game away for free, I see.
Long, sweaty games to get into it. That's what that pro has just said. Mouse goes full boom mode. Yeah, we can see Mouse is already going to go Colo and Hanging Gardens in the first 5 minutes. So that's a free tip to the guys playing against Tough. PN5 versus Tough. I can't wait for this. But anyway. Oh, we've got Old Dirty said it's a Team GAY map. Oh wait, Old Dirty's on the stream. You could have just unmuted, man. No, actually, probably better you don't unmute that one. All right, let's do the next draw. So we've got rid of. We've only got 7 maps left. Second map of the best of 5 after Great Lakes is going to be spinning, spinning, spinning. Oh yes, yes, yes! It's going to be my favorite map, Aussie Outback. How'd you know?
Ooh.
How did you know?
just an instinct.
As soon as I said favorite map. So Aussie Outback will be the second map here. That's going to be nice. I'm trying to think Aussie Outback, Great Lakes, moving on to Aussie Outback. Is that going to be nation picks are going to be affected at all?
It's going to be interesting because you can use Egypt only once and you have to come up with something new on the other water map.
Yeah, true. And 2 water maps in a row. So
yeah.
Let's bring Waterhole as the next map.
Wow. Well, you just jinxed it. You just jinxed us.
The best fisher will win the tournament.
Oh wow, there's accusations of corruption here. It didn't take long for that to happen, but you know they're saying that because Tough's a booming map, the PN5 guys are arguing that this may be rigged, given that water maps tend to favour boomers a little bit more than the other maps. All right, guys, let's do it. We've got 6 maps left. So the third map in the series. Spin that wheel. It is going to be. Oh no! Oh no!
Is it whole?
It's whole. Oh my god! I told you jinxed us, man. If you hadn't uttered those words, that would not have happened. Let's get a quick reaction from the chat.
I knew it.
Let's
Hashtag blame McDavid.
I will change my name.
Everyone is saying
Connor McYinks.
This is absolutely rigged right now. We've got 36 people saying it's rigged all at once in the chat. Get wrecked is the reactions here. Old Dirty saying best map. Big 98. GG. This is, blame McDavid is a new trending hashtag going around the world right now on Twitter. It's actually blame McCovid, get with the times. But
I like the McRigged. It's kind of nice name.
Yeah, no.
Has a nice ring to it.
Yeah,
Blame McDavid, also nice.
McRig could be good. So imagine if one of the teams in the best of 5 in the quarters wins all 3 in a row, it's going to be Lakes, Outback, and Watering Hole. What do you guys think? Is that a nice set of 3 maps?
Yeah, I think Lakes is a good warm-up, like ProLace said. Maybe a longer game, but Outback, it's always a lot of action. So it's you can rush and you can boom. So it depends on the gameplay.
Yeah,
and
Outback definitely has more options gameplay-wise, and Hole as well. You can be a lot more aggressive on these maps.
Yeah, that's so true. All right, guys, let's do the fourth map of the best of 5 here. So the wheel is spinning right now.
I like the McRib burger here, and I think that will sell a lot.
And the
Maybe I should start a new business.
fourth map is going to be Amazon, guys. So we do have a land map here. What's your thoughts on Amma? I mean, we didn't really see a lot of games on it. I don't remember, but I'm trying to think. Obviously, we have played it.
There's been a few, but not too many.
Yeah,
I think one of the maps in ES versus GUI was Amazon, the deciding map.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think so.
It was I think because it was a deciding map. That's why we haven't seen it as much. But it's going to be the fourth map in the roster here, so pretty likely we'll see it come into play. And then let's do the final spin. So remove Amazon. The fifth map here is going to be. It's looking like it's going to be the favorite map of Old Dirty. And if you have any guesses why, it's because it's going to be Old World here. Old World for the fifth and final map. So that's going to be a set of Great Lakes, Aussie Outback, Watering Hole, Amazon, and Old World. So a pretty diverse range of maps there. I'm not going to lie. Like it's going to be, and the great thing as well is we haven't really talked about this yet, but if it gets to a best of 5 and it goes to a 5th game, the reality is we'll likely see almost every single nation get played in a single series.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to decide what you're gonna pick on the last map because there's only 2 left.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
So we're gonna see, like Russians, Dutch, potentially Persians, Romans, all these nations that aren't necessarily as popular in the initial rounds, at least, that'll have to get played. So are teams going to save up their best nations for the end, or it's gonna add a whole new depth of strategy? I feel like teams will have to kind of think about how they come into it with a bit more kind of structure, because it's like I honestly feel like some of these tournament games can be won before you even fire the first shot, just by picking the right nations and coming in with the right strategy, I guess. So
yeah, in the group stage, we definitely seen that better nation picks can tilt the balance in your favor heavily. So that's gonna be interesting to see. And for the haters of Mesa, there's not gonna be Mesa in this round. So you can be glad about that, at least.
That's so true. Yep, and that means that the first 3 games of the semifinals, and we won't draw the remaining maps. Or actually, maybe we should draw the remaining maps. What do you guys reckon? Should we just do the semifinals now as well? Or should we just do the first 3?
Well, as long as we are all here, I don't see why not.
Yeah, let's shoot.
All right, let's just do it all. So the first 3 maps are guaranteed to be the ones that haven't been played yet. So let's go. It's either Mesa, Hima, or Sahara. So let's click it. The first map of the semifinals is going to be on Himalayas. Will be the first map. Let's quickly spin it again. So it's either Mesa or Sahara as the second out of the third map. 3 maps. Oh, and this is a best of 7, remember. It's going to be Mesa as the second game, and that means Sahara will be the third game of that best of 7. Is there consensus? Are we doing a best of 7 here? What does everyone reckon? Just to confirm, are we doing this, or are we going to decide later? Seems like everyone was pretty keen on best of 7.
Yeah, I think the people want best of 7, and we have to give it to them.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we can always we can split it into 2 sessions, but I think when you get the top 4 teams, it's going to be next level kind of Rise Nations there.
Yeah, we expect good games to watch, so everyone expect good games. So the more the merrier.
Yeah, and guys, this was very controversial as well. What's the audience think, and what do you guys think of the grand final? Should that be a best of 7, or should the unthinkable be done and it should turn into a best of 9? Thoughts?
It's gonna be done in 2 sessions either way, probably.
Yeah.
Old Dirty's voted best of 7. Yeah.
Yeah, I think best of 7 is the best. That's the best one.
I think that's the threshold where you are not too tired to finish the games as well.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I think best of 7 is good enough.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think, yeah, best of 9 would be extreme, but sometimes, yeah, there is such a thing as having too much, I guess. Okay, so that's the first 3 maps. So let's quickly draw the remaining 4 maps of the semi-finals. So there's 5 maps left, which need to be randomly drawn again. So that will be. Hold on a second. I'm just setting up my stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 maps left. There's 4 maps that'll be in the pool. So this is determining the order. It's out of Aussie, Great Lakes, Old World, Amazon, or Watering Hole. So let's just spin the wheel and quickly get the remaining 4. And there'll be 1 map, obviously, which will miss out. And guys, Watering Hole has been selected again here. So for all the Watering Hole lovers out there, they are absolutely stoked right now. I'm sure they are cheering. We're going to see so much Watering Hole that I'm sure
price of fish is gonna go down. There's so much demand.
And then the next map is going to be on Aussie Outback. So that's Himalayas, Mesa, Sahara, Watering Hole, Aussie Outback so far. 2 maps left, and 1 will get cut for the semi-finals. Looks like it's going to be Great Lakes for the second last map. So, damn, it's another long game. It's making me think, yeah, splitting these into 2 sessions is definitely going to be advisable with Great Lakes in the mix.
Yeah.
And then the final map will be on Amazon, which means Old World is unfortunately going to miss out on that one. But that does mean that, yeah, it's going to be Hima, Mesa, Sahara, Watering Hole, Aussie Outback, Great Lakes, and Amazon in the semis. And then given, I'll just quickly check the chat. So what's the consensus for the grand finals here? Are we going to go best of 7? I think that's what most people thought. Yep, stick to best of 7. Yep, it seems like everyone's pretty keen on 7. So,
yep.
All right,
yeah.
Let's.
Best of 9 will take too long, I think. So
Yeah.
best of 7 is better.
Yep, I agree. So the final map would be Old World. So let's just quickly, yeah, we might as well finish it while we're here. Let's do the final draw for the grand final as well. Oh, actually, before we do it, I need to ask you guys and also ask the community for the grand final. It's going to be the best of 7 here. We have the ability to rig this final map pool if we want to, and for example, remove Watering Hole if we wanted to. Do you guys want to do that, or do we want to leave it as completely random and just see where the wheel lands?
I think we should not remove any.
Okay.
I agree.
Keep it completely random. Lap of the gods.
Yeah.
Old
I agree with the completely random. Is my opinion.
Coin saying remove Sahara. I don't know if that's going to be a popular choice, although that is probably fair enough because there have been quite a few games on Sahara which are actually a little bit imbalanced because of the wood. But anyway, that's Raza Nations. That's life. Sahara or Lakes is that's Raja's coming with his view. All right, I think the consensus here is random, so we're just going to go the original 8 maps, and let's see where they fall and take it as is. So grand final, best of 7. What are you guys hoping for? What's your dream maps here? I mean, what would you like to see in the first 3?
I would like to see Great Sahara as the first map. Then I would like to see Outback as the second, and Amazon as the third, and Old World as the 4th. Yeah, that's my first maps I want to see.
Yeah, I think that. So we're getting some additional opinions here. So Serge and Imma are saying that Watering Hole is. They're of the view of taking it out. So, but I think we've got to. Have we got an overwhelming consensus? We'll just keep it random. Show of hands, guys, in the chat. And Old Dirty, you can be the casting vote if we need one. Yeah, guys, I think we have to just leave it random. It's probably the fairest thing. And
yeah, random. I think I vote random. Random's the best idea.
And just remember that if someone does get both copper and citrus, we do have that rule in place that there'll be a rematch. So it might be a little bit imbalanced with rares, but it's never going to be crazy, like impossible to win type thing. Like we saw in that first round where I think it was like 2 or 3 teams got both copper and citrus. It was ridiculous. So
yeah, that was very unlucky with the. I can see how one game that would happen, but there was like 3 games, and it's better to avoid that overall.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'll just share my screen for you guys too. I don't think I've done that. Can you guys see my screen right now? Just give me a second. I'm talking to my fellow casters here, not the audience.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Yeah, okay. All right, guys. So just wanted to, so you can see the spinner live as it goes down. So Connor, can you count us down for this one? So this is going to be the first map of the grand finals here.
Yes. 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's do this. It looks like it's going to be...
Sahara just by a little bit. Oh my god. It was almost watering hole.
Sahara just. That was too close for comfort. I thought watering hole was... No, I think it was Mesa, wasn't it? Yeah, it was nearly, it was nearly Mesa, but that's almost on the same tier as watering hole, depending on who you talk to. So, no, dodged a bullet there. Well done. Nice countdown there, Connor. All right, let's... so remove Sahara. That's going to be the first map, and I'm really happy with that. I can't wait to see the first game. What a way to start the grand final.
Yeah, nice.
Second map.
It's gonna be an aggressive map, yep.
All right, let's spin it.
Let's get Outback next.
Outback, you reckon?
Yeah.
Cheering for Outback, but
Outback.
the gods of Ron did not listen. They've blessed us with Mesa instead. So the second map being on Mesa. Actually, I don't mind Mesa though. I don't like that citizens can be spawning in weird spots, but once everyone's scouted the map, I find it's quite intriguing. So, what's the?
My personal opinion is similar to yours. I don't like how the spawn can be very tricky, but other than that, I don't mind it so much.
Yeah, and
yeah, I hate when my civilians just can't get to the city. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
It's called micro, guys. You just got a micro. You should know how to use Mesa by now.
See, Old Dirty dropping knowledge bombs. That's why we've got you on the show. But yeah, I think once you get it set up, it's all good. So, I find it's quite interesting, the dynamic of the different random mountains. Kind of, it adds another element of strategy. All right, so next map here. Let's spin it. So we've got Sahara and Mesa. Let's see Aussie Outback maybe. Oh, it looks like it's going to be... Oh! Amazon.
Nice.
No water map yet.
No water map yet whatsoever. And that means that so far, if we get another land map, and it's a 4-0 in theory, we wouldn't even see a water game. So let's hope for Aussie Outback or maybe Lakes. For the next one, I'd like to see. What's the... All right, guys, let's spin it. 3,
I believe Outback is funnier to watch, more action early than the Lakes. So I will hope for the Outback.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for no Himalayas.
I agree. We got 38 people watching, guys. That's 38 people. If you all donate $10 each, that's $380. Go and donate. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Except for us who are watching, our $10 fee is our donation. So, for our time. All right, let's.
Well, we have to pay for Dirty's suit as well. So I hope they donate.
Exactly. And that's Gucci, right? That's like.
No, this is bespoke Seville Row, guys. Come on. I don't buy brand names. I get my custom.
That's awesome. All right, let's do this. 4th map in the grand final best of 7. We're hoping for Aussie Outback here from Connor. It is going to be a water map. Is it? Oh, no, it's not. It's flipped across.
Oh, good.
Oh, 4 land maps in a row. That is incredible.
Yeah.
This is like the opposite of the previous round, right? In semifinals, it was all water maps first.
Yeah, it was in the first best of 5. It's lakes, outback, and watering hole straight up. So plenty of time. If you're a good team on water, then you want to be in the quarterfinals. But yeah, unfortunately, the land specialists are going to get knocked out early and not be able to show their skills in the grand final. So yeah, it's interesting so far. Let's quickly do. Okay, 5th map. Spin it. It's got to be a water map soon, you'd think.
Let's play East Indies. My favorite map.
Wow.
No, Warring States. Warring States is the best.
Yeah, that's nice.
East vs West. No, it's going to be Great Lakes here. So the 5th map's going to be Great Lakes. And yeah, I mean, Great Lakes always has epic matches, but I mean, we all want to see Aussie Outback here, right? maybe Aussie Outback, the destiny is to be the decider, the 7th map. So remove Great Lakes, spin it again. For the 6th map. And the 6th map, the gods have spoken. It's going to be Aussie Outback.
Aussie Outback.
So quick take from the...
the audience asked for no water hole, and it's a 50% chance we don't get it.
Yeah.
It's actually even higher because we might not get to the last games.
That's true. Very true.
4, 5, 6.
So your prayers have been answered.
Wow.
Kinda.
So there's a 50-50. But you know what the irony is? There's also a 50-50 chance that if it's an epic best of 7 and it comes to the final game, the decider is going to be on watering hole to see who wins the entire tournament. Is that something that we want? Hey,
I don't know. I
don't mind.
I would still prefer it over Himalayas myself.
Yeah, that's true. It's a pretty exciting map, and I mean, we just saw that it was the elimination round for a lot of teams in the round of 16. So yeah, it is what it is, guys. If you're good at Ron, you got to be good at watering hole too. So all right, this is a 50-50. What does the audience want? Do we want watering hole? Do we want Himmer? Let us know in the chat quickly. And then I feel like, given that this is the final spin, we need to let the man, the myth, the legend, Old Dirty count us down for the final spin. All right, Old.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's do this. Final map. It's going to be...
Water hole.
No, man, it's going to be Himalayas.
That's alright. Whatever.
So the watering hole hype has gone. There's a lot of people that are happy. There's a lot of people that are upset. I think secretly, deep down, despite the hate, people actually did want to see watering hole on there. Maybe the prospect of that just sounds hilarious, but no, it's going to be Himalayas there. So watering hole is cut officially from the lineup. But don't worry, watering hole lovers, you'll see plenty of watering hole in the quarterfinals and semifinals. So, what do you guys think? So final map pool: Sahara, Mesa, Amazon, Old World, Great Lakes, Aussie Outback, and Himalayas. Thoughts?
I like it. It's quite diverse.
Yeah, good starters, I think.
Good start is gonna be aggressive, and then it's gonna slowly progress into more boomy maps.
Yeah,
that'll be interesting for sure.
We've got suggestions from the audience here. The last game should be Diplo. Do you guys support playing Diplo?
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I love Diplo.
It would be a lot of backstabbing going on, I think.
Yeah. It would be nice to watch the chat in the last game, and everyone is just messaging each other to, can you attack my ally and I will boom up and shit like that.
That'd be nice, actually. Nice. Yeah, eight players, Diplo at the end, and basically the prize pool. We take the prize pool. Hopefully, we have $1,000 by then, and we just change the rules and give the $1,000 to whoever's the last man standing, or you can share it with your partner, and then it'll get down to like a final 2, and then one will backstab the other and take the money. It'll be the greatest drama of all time.
Yeah.
I got one idea that makes it even better. Hidden final, so no one knows who's who.
Yeah, that's from the Age of Empires, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
I watched that
Diplo.
tournament. That's really nice. I would love that.
Yeah, actually, we'll have to.
Everyone will think I am Dave.
Yeah, we have to experiment. We have to have some of these fun tournaments sometime, I reckon. Like the blind tournament, musical chairs. That was fun when it lasted. I don't know what happened to it, but that was good.
It was fun. The 15 minutes I got.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah, was I playing in the same game as you, Connor? I can't remember, but yeah, that was fun.
But the hidden tournament thing would be amazing if it could be done. But I think it's hard to play more than 2 in each team, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have
too many people to hide, and too many. It has to be only the casters. Well, not even them that know it. Well, one tournament leader that knows.
Yeah.
By the way, before we wrap it up, could you show the overview of every round with the maps so that we can recap?
Yeah, sure. So, hang on a second. I just realized you guys haven't been able to see it. I've had this notepad file which shows all the maps. Everyone can see it now though, so thanks for the reminder. So basically on the screen right now, you can see that the map pool is going to be basically best of 5 will be Great Lakes, Aussie Outback, Watering Hole, Amazon, and Old World. So big water flavor to those maps, going to be great. Then in the semi-finals, it's going to be a best of 7. It's going to be Hima, Mesa, Sahara, Watering Hole, Aussie Outback, Great Lakes, and Amazon. That's actually a really nice map pool too, I think. A good mix there. Land and then water, and then a final land map. And then the grand final will be Sahara, Mesa, Amazon, Old World, Great Lakes, Outback, and Hima. So I will, just so you guys know too, if you're not sure about what map to play on, when you go into the tournament site, just like in the last round, I'll update this shortly. Click on your game, and once you click on it, basically go to overview. You'll be able to see some info at the top, and it will show the map pool. So if you're ever not sure, just go to the tournament site, and it's got all the info you need there. And again, just a reminder, no spoilers whatsoever, please. Before each game gets played, we'll message and agree with someone who send the replays to us, because we don't want the winners to send replays, because then we know who's won the game when they email it through. So win or lose, we'll assign someone to send the replays. Always remember to send 5 replays for a best of 5. Create 2 fake replays if you need to. Name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Email them to riseofpatience@gmail.com. And basically keep your mouth as shut as possible. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell your clanmates. Just say that you have to use the 5th Amendment if they ask you what the result was. And just allow us time to cast the game, because it makes it a much more exciting product, which ultimately makes it much more exciting for everyone who is watching the games. And use unique.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Dave. You go.
Pretty much, you're not just spoiling it for the casters, but the cast will suffer because of it. So you're spoiling it for everyone, kind of.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, we all benefit by having unspoiled games, because we can share in the excitement. So that would be much appreciated, guys. Is there anyone in the chat who wants to put in their 2 cents worth before we wrap this up? Because I believe we have finished the agenda. Obviously, reminder, guys, donate. Thank you so much to these legends who have donated so far, including Boo Was Right. I don't know who that is, but obviously something wrong with them.
Might have been a bet of some sort. I don't know.
Might have been a bet. This is a great way, actually, guys. If you wanted to donate in a fun way, is that you can make a bet with someone on a game, and the winner, the loser has to donate, say $20, and use whatever comment the winner tells them to. So, for example, I had a bet with Boo for $20 on PLA Kung Fu versus PLA Pandas, and yeah, obviously based on that donation, you can see what happened. And yeah, it's very embarrassing and humiliating for me, but it's nice for the prize pool. Oh, we've got some comments. Someone in the chat, I think it's Drads, has said, Dave, you've got Superman glasses on. So it's
oh, really? I missed that comment. Thank you.
It's a very nice compliment. I think someone earlier said something about Don Corleone to you, Old Dirty. Do you have any response to that?
Yeah, he's a low tier guy. I'm much bigger than that guy.
I like Old Dirty's commitment here. I mean, he's taking business calls during the day and still taking the time to do the cast. You know, just sitting here multitasking. You just need to kind of work on that multitasking in the game too, and we'll be fine. So, and Connor, is there anything that you wanted to add before we kind of wrap it up?
Have fun, guys.
GG, have
Players.
fun.
Yeah, not much to say more than that. Have fun.
Yeah, that's it. All right, well, we're going to call it a cast there. So, guys, the games can be started as soon as possible. Just remember the spoilers. Don't spoil anything. But this weekend, feel free to play Lat versus AS. Guys, please play that one on Saturday because we don't want to hold up the tournament. And then all going well, hopefully we can get the first quarterfinal game casted maybe on Sunday this week, depending on how the games go. So obviously to everyone else who's tuned in today, thank you guys so much for tuning in and supporting the tournament so far. We really appreciate it. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Dave's Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Dave_Hun, and ProLaze's YouTube channel, which is just make sure you Google YouTube ProLaze. Old Dirty and Connor, is there anything you guys want to plug? Do you have a channel at all?
No, I don't have any channels.
Okay.
So they have to enjoy my games online.
Just make sure you enjoy Connor's games, guys. And then Old Dirty, do you have any business ventures that you'd like to plug? I mean, I'm sure we can financially support your business somehow.
No, nothing to plug, but I'll be around, guys. If you have any questions, hit me up.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks again to all three of you for joining me, and thank you guys for tuning in. And we will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.
Yeah.
Thanks guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, just guys, seriously, let's have fun and let's finish this thing. Let's make another one. This is really great. It's much more, maybe not fascinating, maybe not exciting, but it's something new. Forget about the rewards. As a matter of fact, at least in my part, I don't really care about the rewards. I don't really care about the status. I don't really care about being in the Hall of Fame or anything. I'm just doing it because it's fun, and we all have our jobs, we all have our lives to live, and if we can put something beautiful, something good into it, all the better. We got enough problems already, and yeah, it's just one way of getting rid of your problems. None of us are saints, no one's insane, and everyone's equally good. It's just that we're much better. We can see, we have this vision, we can feel what other players are gonna do, and you're gonna have to outsmart us. Don't beat the wall with your head. Don't think it's just 1 or 0, computer language. You gotta think, you gotta adapt, you gotta outthink us, and yeah, good luck with that.
Alright, 2 elephants have been bribed already.
That was a huge move there by Immaculate, but he gets the cap sack and, kills a heap of units.
This is the kind of fight that I was expecting at this level.
Lots of bribes going down right now, but the scouts going crazy.
Perfect timing. That's the perfect time. These guys are going to take the Lakota city. Look at that. Oh my god, Sims just lost his capital. I cannot believe it. Alright, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? What's happening here? It's a triple. They are going to triple Dragonio. Dragonio has no clue. Dragonio's capital is going down, no doubt about it. Kron has got all his militia right there.
I'm a huge fan of Young One.
Young One came with 3 spies. That's enough to change the flow of the game.
Would you say that EL is more of a democracy or dictatorship?
It's either I play or I don't play. I've been playing pretty good lately, so watch out there.
Oh my god, just look at Zen Mechanics today. He just went for Science 5. Oh, and TNT just decided, "F my city, I'm gonna help them." This is a slap on the face for anybody who said the game was over. That was the best comeback ever in the history of Rise of Nations.
It was neck and neck, man. It could have went either way. Honestly, it was really close.